Last month, I made over $27,000 selling digital products on Threads. And the craziest part, I'm not the only one. Celine made $13,000 in 1 month, David made $20,000, and Jada got 4 sales on her first day. And the truth is, Threads is creating millionaires right now. It's exactly like TikTok back in 2020 when people went from complete beginners to 6-figure creators in just a few months. The difference is most people still haven't realized how powerful Threads actually is. This platform is brand new. The algorithm is still wide open. You can post today, have 0 followers, and still reach thousands of people for free, but that won't last forever. In a few months, Threads will be saturated, competitive, and way harder to grow on. The people who win big are the ones who move first. Right now, you can pretty much post today and be seen by thousands, even with 0 followers. You can turn that attention into $10,000 a month with digital products and beyond. And you can position yourself as one of the early adapters people will look up to later. But only if you start before it's too late. But don't worry, I'm going to share my 7-step process with you that you can use right now to capitalize on this opportunity and start making money today. Okay, so what even is Threads? It's basically Instagram's version of Twitter. You post short thoughts, tips, or stories, and the algorithm pushes your content to tons of new people. And since it's still early, engagement is crazy high. I've seen people go from 0 to thousands of followers in just a few weeks, and they're using that traffic to make money from digital products. For example, I was literally at 20,000 followers, I think like 3 months ago, and now I'm at 90,000 followers, which is absolutely insane. And here's my sales dashboard for last month. About $27,000 came from just Threads, which is absolutely insane. I honestly saw how big this opportunity was, and I doubled down on posting, and it completely paid off. Now, before we talk about exactly what you need to do right now to start making money on Threads, I have a huge announcement to make. I'm hosting a live weekend workshop where I'll personally help you build your first digital product from scratch and show you exactly how to market it on Threads so you can start getting sales. We'll do everything step by step together, and by the end of the weekend, you'll walk away with a digital product ready to sell and a complete marketing strategy. This weekend could honestly change your life, but spots are limited, so click the link in the description and grab your seat early before it fills up. Now back to how people are making the most money on Threads, and it's actually because they're solving a specific problem for a specific person and sell their digital product as the solution. For example, if someone is overweight, a Threads creator may sell them a digital product that teaches them how to lose weight in just 90 days. So how do you actually figure out what problem to solve? First, think about what people already come to you for advice on. Maybe your friends always ask how you stay consistent in the gym, how you save money, or how you build confidence after a breakup. Second, what have you personally figured out that others are still struggling with? You don't need to be an expert, just a few steps ahead. So for example, maybe you learned how to manage anxiety, land freelance clients, or make your first $5,000 online. Now, if your mind is blank right now, I'm going to give you a few problems you can solve on Threads that are blowing up right now. First is helping beginners make their first $1,000 online through digital products. Second is helping women heal from breakups and rebuild confidence. Third is teaching simple workouts or meal plans to help people lose weight and tone up. Fourth is showing people how to improve their mindset, manifest goals, or stay disciplined. Fifth, helping creators grow an audience and turn it into income. These are all evergreen problems because people will always want to make money. They want to look better, feel better, or just improve their life. So your job is to pick one of these problems and build your page around it. And remember, you do not need to be an expert, just a few steps ahead of your audience, and you can learn a lot about it and do tons of research before you start your page. Now, in case you're curious, on my Threads page, I actually teach people how to sell digital products and make money through that, which is a hot topic. Now, once you've identified the problem you're going to solve, the next step is to create the solution, which is going to be your digital product. Now, a big mistake beginners make is spend months creating this complicated digital product and wonder why they get nowhere. Instead, you want to take maybe 2 to 5 days to create a $27 digital product that's simple yet effective. You don't need to create anything complicated or expensive right now. The goal is just to get your first sale, and once you do, that's proof your strategy works, and then you can invest more time into into building a higher ticket digital product. We'll talk more about that later in the video. Now, to create your $27 digital product, the first step is figuring out exactly what it's going to be. Now, I find the best digital products in this price range are usually a short PDF guide helping your audience solve their problems. For example, someone in the fitness niche could create a 21-day home workout plan or a beginner's guide to losing 10 pounds without the gym. Or someone in the digital product niche could create a step-by-step guide to making your first $500 selling digital products. The goal here isn't to build something huge, it's to create a simple solution that helps your audience get a quick win. Here's something I actually created in the past, which was just a short PDF slideshow going over the top 10 most profitable digital products to sell. This took me a day to make and I could easily sell it for $27. If you're having trouble figuring out what PDF guide you can sell, you can just insert this prompt into ChatGPT. So give me 10 profitable PDF product ideas I can sell for $27 that solve a specific problem for your audience type. This should honestly help you out. Now, once you've figured out what PDF guide you're going to make, the next step is to actually create the content that you're going to put in it. And you can do this super easily using ChatGPT. All you need to do is give ChatGPT a clear prompt that tells it what your guide is about and who it's for. For example, you can type, write a short 5-page PDF guide that helps your target audience solve the specific problem step by step. Make it easy to understand and actionable. ChatGPT will instantly give you the full outline and content for your guide. All you have to do now is just copy it into Canva, format it nicely, and you're done. I'll leave a link for Canva in the description. Now, in order to actually create your PDF guide in Canva, you just have to click on templates and type ebook or guide in the search bar. And you can just pick a clean, simple template and don't overthink it. You can always change colors and fonts later. Then you can replace the text with your content, which is just, some short, valuable tips or steps that help your audience. And you already pretty much did this with ChatGPT, so you should be good. You can also include your name and logo on the cover so it looks more professional. And when you're done, honestly, just download it as a PDF file and you have officially created your first digital product that's ready to sell. That's it. You don't need to be a designer. Canva literally gives you everything you need. And if you want me to actually walk you through this process live, from building your digital product to setting it up to sell on Threads, come join my weekend workshop. I'll be going through everything in real time so you can follow along and get it all done in just one weekend. The link to join is in the description. Now we're almost ready to start posting on Threads, but before we do that, we need to set up a simple system to start selling it, and I'll walk you through exactly how to do that using StanStore. StanStore honestly is hands down the best platform for creators, coaches, and digital entrepreneurs to launch and sell their products online. It's basically an all-in-one storefront where you can sell digital products, courses, templates, and coaching calls. And you can even send newsletters all in one place. And the best part is you can launch your StanStore in under an hour and you don't need to mess with any tools or tech stuff. So let me walk you through how to set up your PDF guide on StanStore. So sign up for StanStore, you can use my link in the description to start with a free trial. You can just click add product and then choose the type of product, which is in this case a digital product. You can upload your digital product, which would be your PDF guide from Canva. Now you can just write a short description, which AI can help you with. So obviously people know what they're getting. You can set your price and boom, you're ready to sell. You can now share your StanStore link everywhere and on Threads and obviously start making sales, which is awesome. So literally within an hour, you could have your first digital product ready to sell without needing a website, tech setup, or anything complicated. So if you're ready to launch your first digital product and start making money online, definitely check out StanStore. I'll link it in the description for you if you want to try it out for free. Okay, now at this point, you should have your digital product ready and your StanStore set up. So now we're actually ready to start marketing on Threads, which is the fun part. So I first recommend fixing up your Threads profile picture. You can add your StanStore in your bio, and you can use mine as an example for how yours could potentially look. Now, posting content on Threads is incredibly easy, much easier than Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, or literally any platform. I usually spend 30 minutes to 1 hour posting content here daily, which is awesome, and I'm able to make well over $20,000 a month. And honestly, I do get a ton of messages asking if I offer mentorship for this, and yes, I do, as of recently. So if you want daily coaching, strategy help and accountability from me and my team, so you don't have to figure this out alone. The link to join my mentorship is in the description. Now moving on, the easiest way to get your first 1,000 followers on Threads and get steady engagement is to find people in your niche on the app and study their content to see what's working and what's going viral. For example, since I teach people how to sell digital products, I can look at other people on Threads doing the same and get ideas from their content. Now I suggest you save all the content you see in your niche that has gone viral, and once you have maybe 30 to 50 different threads saved, you can transfer them over to Google Docs, and my advice is to paste these into ChatGPT and ask why they went viral, which should give you tons of insights. Then you can literally just ask ChatGPT to remake these viral threads with your own unique twist and perspective. And you can also ask ChatGPT to make viral threads for you based on these viral ones already, and you should pretty much get an endless amount of threads to start posting. And honestly, you can do this every single day to come up with new content ideas, especially when you're first starting out, since you don't really know what works and what doesn't. Honestly, until this day, I'm still scrolling through Threads and seeing what content is going viral and just remaking it with the help of ChatGPT. It's really that simple. Now, of course, with time, you'll get better and you'll understand what works and what doesn't. Now, if you're serious about growing fast, I suggest posting at least 6 to 10 threads every day, because the algorithm favors consistency and you'll have a higher chance of success. One of my students here named Jade just started her threads not too long ago, and as you can see, she's doing very well so far. And she has gotten her first few sales from Threads, which is an amazing start. Now, another piece of advice I have when you're trying to grow on Threads, aside from just posting 6 to 10 times per day, is to also follow hundreds of people in your niche and spend maybe 30 minutes daily interacting with their content. So leave thoughtful comments, reply to their posts, and add your own perspective instead of just saying I agree. So this is going to do two things for you. It's going to help you get noticed by bigger creators, which can help bring followers your way. It also trains the algorithm to push your content in front of the same audience that's already interested in your niche. Basically, you're borrowing other people's audiences in a smart, organic way. If you do this consistently for a week, you'll start seeing people actually recognizing your name, following you back, and engaging with your posts. And that's exactly how you start building a real community on Threads. You don't want just random followers, but people who trust you and actually buy from you. Now, a quick growth tip I want to share with you. I've noticed that, controversial content goes viral on Threads all the time. So you can ask ChatGPT to help you make controversial content that will get a lot of comments. For example, I posted this controversial thread saying renting is better than buying a house, and it got over 300,000 views. And if you want me to help you do this step by step in real time, make sure you do join my live weekend workshop, linked in the description. In just 2 days, I'll help you create your product, set up your systems, and start getting sales from Threads. I would hate for you to miss out on this opportunity, so again, the link is in the description to save your spot. Now moving on, let's say you're at the point where you're getting a bunch of views and followers on Threads. Well, next is figuring out how to turn those viewers into buyers. So I always recommend leaving a pinned comment at the top of your Threads profile like I've done here, and this just promotes your digital product. And in terms of actually promoting your product, if it's on the cheaper end, like $27, which you've created, you're going to find it's easier to get sales since it's more of an impulse buy. And if you can maybe post 2 to 3 threads promoting your digital product each day, that should be good. You can literally ask ChatGPT, hey, can you help me come up with a thread that provides value and promotes my digital product? Here's an example of one I posted. So basically this is actually just one post, but on Threads, you can add multiple posts under the same thread to fit everything you want to say. Think of it kind of like a mini conversation or short story. Each part builds on the last. Your first post grabs attention, the second delivers value or tells a story, and the last one usually ends with a call to action to pretty much ask them to purchase your digital product. And if you're posting 10 threads every day and then 3 of those are like these promotional ones, then you should start making sales. Now, if you're consistent and patient, I truly believe this strategy can make you at least $1,000 to $3,000 a month. But let's say you are really wanting to scale things up and make $10,000, $20,000, or even $30,000 a month. Well, then that's when I suggest you create another digital product that you can sell for $97. This can be like a mini course, and you can also create a product that's $300 to $500. That's a more detailed, like 3 to 5 hour course. But your $27 digital product is just a starting point. Once you've proven your offer works, that's when you can scale by creating higher priced products, upselling buyers, building an email list, which is super profitable. And of course, you can expand to other platforms like Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok. So if you're serious about scaling and want to go deeper into pretty much all of this, you can join my group group mentorship program where you'll get access to my private community of winners and you get daily one-on-one support from me and my team to fast track your success. The link to join the mentorship will be in the description. Now that's all for this video. I really hope it helped you out, and make sure to check out this video here that pretty much helps you market on Pinterest to get sales. So I'll see you there.